But when it comes to your kids, like how do they feel about, you know, mum going off to fight? Like, and I'm sure sometimes you come back and you're all bruised up and stuff. Like, do your kids? I mean, earlier on they might have been a bit young, but I mean they're definitely both at that age where they totally understand what's going on now. So, do they see it as a bad, like, you know, like, are they happy to go, mum's a fighter, or are they at a point where they're kind of like, ma, like, we don't want to see you get hurt kind of thing?
Well, obviously they wouldn't want to see me get hurt, but they see how much hard work, I think they believe in me. Like, my son thinks it's pretty cool. Like, he's in high school now and, you know, he tells all his mates his mum's this and his mum's that. But for my daughter, like, she'll sit there and she's like, you know, obviously I told her about the Cyborg fight, you know, weeks ago, like when we first found out that it was official, and she's like, you know, are you scared? You know, so we have these honest conversations and that. But for the most part, I think they're just used to it now. You know, I've been lucky. I haven't been seriously injured. You know, a couple of black eyes, this and that. Like, most of my injuries actually happened during fight camp rather than the fight itself. But they believe in me, and I guess they're just happy that I'm going for it.
And talking about telling all these friends at school what you do they still have those kind of like career days or whatever where they bring parents in and you got to tell like the class what you do for a living? Do they still do that?
No, I haven't been up to the school for that. I'll have to ask him actually, but I'm sure that if they did, he'd be the first one to be dragging me along, so he definitely wouldn't be the one that would be embarrassed to bring his mum up, that's for sure. He's like, I remember when I went to Hawaii the end of last year for he represented Australia in futsal. So, you know, obviously all the players, and there were players from all over Australia, and then their parents, and, you know, I went along with him. And then, you know, the kids were all playing. Within the space of an hour, they all knew that I was a professional fighter, and then they'd told their mums, and then I've got all the parents coming up to me asking her. So I was literally, there was no hiding it, whereas I'm the type of person that when I'm sort of in a group of people, I prefer much, not that I'm embarrassed or ashamed, I just, you know, I don't walk around letting people know who I am or what I do in fighting wise. So I wouldn't have even told them, but they knew, thanks to Kian.
And for people that don't know, futsal's like a miniature version of soccer. I think it's 5-on-5 or something.
Yeah,
usually it's indoors, right?
Yeah, smaller goals. It's on like a netball, basketball type court. So it's a fast-paced game. But yeah, so...
It's funny because I played 2 games. I had a friend invite me along. They're like, "Oh yeah, come, it'll be fun." I think I learnt I had 2 left feet that day. Like I really like, and like I used to play basketball, so my coordination's pretty good. Yeah. But it is a different game.